Alright, what's going on everybody? Welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we're going to be giving a crazy update on the situation between MoistCr1tikal and Sneako. If you haven't already, you can watch my opinions on the actual debate, or at least the points I found were interesting. Now, before we continue, I just want to address like the situation that was happening in the comments of that last video that I made. I have zero clue as to why any of you freaks decided to come into the comments section and start calling me a kid diddler. Like, bro, that was actually crazy, and all because I said that MoistCr1tikal took the L to Sneako, which is pretty much the same sentiment that the entirety of Twitter had. By the way, just because I say that MoistCr1tikal took the L doesn't mean that I'm saying that Sneako was right or anything, or that I agree with him, because I don't. Pretty much all of his points were fucking weird, and as I said in the beginning half of that video, I don't think anybody should be questioning the age of 18, and in my opinion, I think the ages of 18 to 25 is like the sweet spot to where you can unlock all of those adult privileges, things like marriage, voting, drinking, all that stuff. 18 to 25, just you get the full package at that point. However, if you're familiar with the debate even a little bit, you'll know that primarily the reason why people think that he took the L is because of this.
My definition is anything under 18.
That's exactly what a child is.
Yeah, I think that is a great line in the sand. If you are under 18, you are a child.
Your scenario earlier was if a 16 and a 21-year-old, both parties were consent, if the father was okay with it, the mother was okay with it, why not? Tell me a reason why that's wrong. Because you're
one
getting
is a child, one is not a child. That's the point.
Do you believe that somebody can go through hormone therapy? Can they change their gender if they're a child?
I think that's totally fine as long as everyone is consenting, as you agree with.
Okay, so as long as everyone...
If your parents are okay with it and you are okay with it, I think that's totally a familial decision to make, yeah.
Okay, so a child can cut their penis off and take hormone blockers and change their biology forever, but they can't get married?
Now, this clip happened at around 40 minutes during the debate, and it was pretty funny to see because, I mean, clearly Sneako had backed him into a corner, and it showed the lack of skill when it comes to debating someone that MoistCr1tikal has. And of course, I'm not saying that Sneako is some next coming of Ben Shapiro or some other great debater. His points are flimsy and pretty easy to poke holes through. Charlie just didn't really see that because he's not a good debater, he's a commentator. As I said before in the last video, there's a difference between giving your opinion on something and then walking away and going to the next topic versus you doing your research, making arguments and knowing counter arguments to those arguments, doing research on your opponent that you're going to be debating, and actually understanding how they debate and how they trap people. All that stuff I'd say pretty much just comes from experience. And of course, since then, Charlie has had a quote-unquote walk back clip where he tries to take back pretty much the stuff that went viral and I guess explain it away.
I give a perspective on something that immediately gets misconstrued, and I do recognize a lot of it's my fault. I assumed that Sneako was talking in hyperbole about a 9-year-old getting their dick cut off because I didn't have the assumption that anyone thought that is how transitioning works. There is, under no circumstances, any legality behind a kid saying, I want to change genders, and then immediately going in and getting their dick cut off. That doesn't happen. I thought he was just talking in hyperbole. Obviously, no one says that's good. That's not at all what I was fucking saying. I thought he was talking about the overall point of a child transitioning, which is years long process, and you can't even get that fucking surgery legally until you are 18. Like, I didn't think that was a literal statement he was making. I did not, and I guess I should have assumed that he was being literal, and that's on me. But I'm sure you can point to like fringe examples of like some evil doctors performing it on like kids or something. I'm sure that happens. There's corruption and everything. But I wasn't under the assumption that's what we were talking about. But yeah, there's no winning on anything. Sneako gets away with saying 12 to 15-year-olds can marry adults. I don't think his chat looks anything like the YouTube chat here. He literally, multiple times, reaffirms that he believes 12 to 15-year-olds can legally, morally, and should marry adults. And there is no problems for him. But I said that I think it's okay for a child to transition, to learn about it. It's a process. You don't just go in and immediately get your dick cut off. That's not how it works. There's therapy. There's other professionals that get involved years before any kind of surgery can even be an option. Because again, you have to be 18 for the fucking surgery in the first place.
However, in this latest development, we see that Charlie is taking an indefinite hiatus, with this announcement first being sent to Patreon subscribers. It says, "Goodbye, Charlie. Hey everyone, effective immediately, Charlie has made the decision to leave both the official podcast and Red Thread. He wants to go on an indefinite hiatus to scale back his time spent on the internet. We obviously wish him the best, for everyone to respect his decision, and for all to know that the show will always be open to him to drop by and even talk shop should he wish to return. The official podcast, Red Thread, and Criminally Stupid are not going anywhere in light of this announcement." Now, a lot of people are attributing this to Sneako's debate, saying pretty much that he packed up his entire career. Now, obviously, he's not gone for good. However, this just kind of makes things look worse for him and better for Sneako. And before all the Moist Critical meat writers start to comment, don't be blind. This does look bad for him. Now, the thing that I'm personally waiting for is for Destiny's comments on the entire debate. That would have actually been hilarious to see, because the last time they did a debate like that, Sneako got cooked by both XQC and Destiny. Anyways, that's going to be it for me today. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, hit that like button. If you want more content similar to this, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next one. Sub up, stay safe, and peace.